लक्ष्मी नृसिंहं शरणं प्रपद्ये। श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्य कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदे। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। अधराहितचारुवंशनाडाः मकुटारम्भमयूरपिञ्चमालाः हारिनीलशिलाविभङ्गलीलाः प्रतिभासन्तु मम अन्तिमप्रयाणे। नारायण नारायण नारायण। ओम अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो सुपरगुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीरङ्गनाथगोपलक्ष्मी नृसिंहशतीत्करुणिकपात्रं श्रीरङ्गवीररघुराक्षरगोपहृज्यं वेदान्तदेशिकैतीन्द्रभं प्रपज्ये। श्रीमते श्रीवंशगोपश्री वेदान्तदेशिकयतीन्द्रमः देशिकाय नमः।
Narayana, please, Acharya, please, Acharya. Unmute everyone, chant Acharya Tanya. Vedanta Deshita Padabja Brangam, Narayana Kupabhishektam, Sri Ranganatha Tishekar Laptabodham, Sri Krishna Deshna Prabhate, Srimate, Sri Krishna Deshna Mahadeshika Nama, Asmat Gurubhyo Nama, Asmat Parma Gurubhyo Nama, Asmat Sarva Gurubhyo Nama. Narayana.
नारायण 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 नारायण। श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्य कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। नारायण नारायण नारायण। Today's podcast is from Mahatma Vedanta Deshika had the unique fortune of glorifying Bhagavan Sri Ranganatha's Padukas in 1,000 verses in just one night, not even one night, in just 96 minutes. Now, if you remember, Amma, I think we did up to verse number. Anyone kept track, Amma? Did we do up to 35, Amma?
Yes, Swamiji.
We did up to 35, Narayana. So, Sharanagata Sardhavahashilam Shruti Simanta Pada Prasadhanarham Adirangam Upasmahe Murare Mahaniyam Tapaniya Paduketvam. Mahatma Deshika is giving us another glimpse, what we call as Sharanagati. The best way to follow Sharanagati, you all know by now, is only through Paratantriya. There can be no better person for us to be the leader whom we all can follow other than Paduka Devi. So Mahatma Deshika glorifies Paduka Devi as Sharanagata Sardhavaha Sheelam. You are the guiding principle. Paduka Devi is the guiding principle. You want to follow Sharanagati? Take the example of Paduka Devi. You want to follow Paratantrayam? Follow Paduka Devi. Because she has established what are all the guidelines. So in the path of Sharanagati, for all those who surrendered to Bhagavan Sriman Narayana, it is easy to do Sharanagati. It's a matter of just 20 minutes, or even less sometimes. But to keep up Sharanagati lifelong is the big challenge. We have the goodwill, good intention of going to Vaikuntham, but we should deserve to go to Vaikuntham. Yes, you did Sharanagati, immediately your moksham is guaranteed. But afterwards, we should maintain that Mahavishwasam and not to go in for Anjadevata pujas, Bhagavata Pacharams, etc. And she is the Paduka Devi is the crust jewel in the hairline of the Vedas. As you know, some of the ladies, when they braid their hair, they will divide the hair into two sides from the center of their head and the braid. And some married ladies will have a beautiful crust jewel hanging in the center of their hairline. And Paduka Devi is that crust jewel in the hairline of the Veda Mata. May we all be fortunate to glorify that Paduka Devi, the most worshipful one, where Adhirangam Upasmahe, at the first and the foremost Srirangam, if Vedas are all compared to be a woman, and in the hairline of the Veda Mata, the crust jewel is Paduka Devi. Indirectly, Vedas are always saying, follow Paratantrayam and get moksham. I'm sure you all remember. Vedaischa sarvai ahameva vedyo vedanta krudveda videpacha. The proof that somebody has studied the Vedas or understood the Vedantam is that they know who is the Supreme Lord Bhagavan Sriman Narayana. And to do that, we need to follow the footsteps of Paduka Devi, because she has established the guiding principles for every one of us to follow. That is why she is called as the crust jewel. Will all people recognize? Because Krishna himself said, Avajananti Mamudha Manushim Tanamashritam. Param Bhavam Ajananto Mamabhuta Maheshwaram. Mudhas cannot understand. People with limited intelligence and stubborn to stick to their point of view, whether it is scripturally correct or not. But Paduka Devi is the crust jewel in the hairline of Veda Mata. Paratantram, let us learn. She set the guiding principles. Every one of us can do. As Mahatma Kulsekhar Alvar says, Vaktum samardhopi navakti kasya taho jananam vyasanavimuchyam. We all can follow Paratantrayam, but we are not following. It is because of our attachment to senses and sense gratification. We set our priorities in the wrong way. If only we can tweak our priorities to be in tune with the Paduka Devi's Paratantram, our moksham is more than guaranteed. And Paduka Devi, being so merciful, will not try to find fault with us, will be more than happy to embrace and submit this Jivatma to Bhagavan Sriman Narayana. That's why we follow Paduka Devi. Iha ye bhavatim bhajanti bhaktya कृतिनः केशवपादुके नियुक्ताः कथयाम्बा तिरोहितं तृतीयं नयनं त्रीणि मुखानि वा किमेषाम्. Do not ever think Vaishnavas are against Shiva, Vaishnavas are against Brahma like that. Look here, Mahatma Deshika, he is giving the examples of Brahma and Shankara in this verse a very beautiful way. Hey Padukas of Bhagavan Sri Keshava. Keshava. You remember, ma, what is the meaning of Keshava? One who is the Lord of Brahma and Shankara is called Keshava. Hey Paduka Devi of Bhagavan Sri Keshava. Hey Mother, all fortunate people who did Sharanagati. Prapannas. Prapannas means one who did Prapatti. Those who did Sharanagati. They are worshipping you, Paduka Devi, in this world. And their devotion is so great, they are totally motivated. Their motivation comes from their absolute devotion to Paduka Devi. Paduka Devi treats everyone the same. Paduka Devi treats everyone the same way. So now the question Mahatma Vedanta Deshika is asking, hey Paduka Devi, when people become great by worshipping you, how come why these prapannas are not seen here, either with 4 faces or with 3 eyes? Trutiyam nayanam or trini mukhani va kimesham. Paduka Devi, those people who did really service to you did become Brahma with 4 faces, Shankara with 3 eyes. Well, they are not the only ones who did service to you on this planet Earth also. There are so many people who did Sharanagati and who served you so much. Then how come then only one Brahma and one Shankara is there? Why here on the planet Earth we are not finding many more Brahmas and many more Shankaras? What exactly it means is, Those people who do utmost service to Paduka Devi can even become Brahma and Shankara very easily. In fact, they became Brahma and Shankara by worshipping Paduka Devi. Somewhere they had a material desire, so Bhagavan allowed them to still be here in the Prakriti, made them Brahma, made them Shankara, etc. But otherwise, true Prapannas, they don't care about becoming a Brahma or becoming Shankara. Because even becoming Brahma and Shankara is a hindrance for their doing Nitya Kainkaryam to Divya Dampatis and Divya Dampatis Padukas in Sri Vaikuntham. Do not think having four faces is something great. Because our planet, our Brahmandam is such a small one, our Brahma is having four faces. There are Brahmas for the other Brahmandas with multiple faces, 10 faces, 100 faces, 1000 faces. Depending on the type of Brahmanda they are ruling, they are in charge of. Mahatma Deshika's question. Krishna himself says, Samoham Sarvabhuteshu Name Dveshasthana Priyaha. If Krishna is treating everyone the same, Paduka Devi, I am sure, with all your Paratantram, you follow the same principles of Krishna. So you also treat every devotee the same. If that were to be the case, how come we don't find any Brahmas or Shankaras here? Honestly speaking, if any Prapanna has even simplest desire to become Brahma and Shankara, Bhagavan will not even say no to them. He will still fulfill their desire. He will still allow them to be in Prakriti. He will still help them to achieve whatever they were craving for, as long as their Sharanagati is completely following the guiding principles set by Paduka Devi. In fact, at one point, Mahatma Deshika says, all those people who served Paduka Devi are there waiting in line in the queue. They are there in the queue to become the future Indras. Because just in a matter of one day of Brahma, 12 hours of Brahma, there will be 14 Indras. So it's not at all a problem for Bhagavan to make anybody Indra or any other celestial. That is Bhagavan's mercy. Paduka Devi will surely follow the principles set by Bhagavan Sriman Narayana himself. Now comes मधुवैरी परिग्रहेषु नित्यं क्षमया त्वं मणिपादुके समेता तदापि क्षमसे न किं परेषां त्रिदशाधीश्वरा शेखरे निवेशम्. 8 diamonds encrusted padukas of Bhagavan Sri Ranganatha. You are very, very patient with everything. Because if somebody has to serve the Lord Sriman Narayana, the first thing we all should have is patience, patience. Now there is something very interesting here Mahatma Deshika says. Can you imagine where our patience come to a test? Well, Paduka Devi being portrayed as a woman, Mahatma Deshika says, Paduka Devi, you have so much of patience. You have so much of patience. How do we know Paduka Devi has so much of patience? Because she is putting up patiently with the other Pattamahishis of Bhagavan like Bhudevi, etc. There is a very healthy competition going on there. Everybody wants to be at the feet of the Lord, including Sri Mahalakshmi. So when Paduka Devi has to compete with the people like Sri Mahalakshmi, Bhudevi, etc., remember how patient she has to be in the good books of Bhagavan, to be in the good books of Bhagavan always. So Paduka Devi has utmost patience. Madhusudana, Supreme Lord Sriman Narayana, who killed the Rakshasa Madhu. Kshamaya tvam manipaduke sameta. That being so, you have so much of patience, then how come you are not tolerating anything that can be on the crowns and the kiritams of Indra and other gods? That means Paduka Devi is expecting Pativrata Bhakti from all Prapannas and forbids other divinities' worship, and salvation is denied if we violate Pativrata Bhavam. She is not tolerating anything to be on the crowns of Indra, etc. means Padika Devi is indirectly commanding even Indra, etc., that let them have the Padikas on their head. Just by having a kiritam on their head, generally people will get very, very addicted to power, and that power leads to ego. And that ego is not in tune with Sharanagati and Paratandram. Therefore, Paduka Devi is always safeguarding us that we will not have anything on our heads except Bhagavan's Padukas. If only we can follow that Paduka Bhavam, Pativrata Bhavam of Paduka Devi, We will not even think of becoming Indra, etc. And even if we are forced to become Indra, etc., we will rather prefer to have Paduka Devi on our heads rather than Kiritams, etc. on our heads. That is the reason why Prapannas always worry about or crave about having Padukas on their head. द्वितयं प्रतियन्ति रङ्गभर्तुः कतिचित् काञ्चन पादुके शरण्यम् अभयान् वितम् अग्रिमं करं वा भवति शेखरितं पदाम्बुजं वा द्वितयं प्रतियन्ति रङ्गभर्तुः कतिचित् काञ्चन पादुके शरण्यम् काञ्चन पादुके शरण्यम् हे gold padukas of Bhagavan Sri Ranganatha. Some learned devotees always believe great devotees, scholars, they always believe that either Bhagavan Sri Ranganatha's hand that gives abhayam, total protection, or his lotus feet that you always keep on your head as their only protection. Means devotees are confused. Which one shall we go for? Shall we go for the Abhayahastam, Bhagavan's hand, blessing us, Abhayam, that he will protect us? Whether the devotees should go for his Abhayahastam, or should they go to his lotus feet that you always keep on your head? They are confused whether to follow the hand of Bhagavan or the feet of Bhagavan. So pure devotees, they do not seek anything from the Lord other than salvation. And that salvation can be granted by the Abhayahastam or the divine feet worshipped by Paduka Devi. So here Mahatma Deshika says, Paduka Devi, people are getting confused. Say when there are two roads that will lead to the same place, people will be in a doubt which road to take. Then somebody will say, it doesn't matter, take any road, you will reach the destination. Both are the same. But one route may be a bit longer, another route may be a bit shorter. Same thing here. There are two things that can grant us moksham. One, the Abhayahastam, or the divine feet of the Lord. Question comes, people have a doubt to go either for the Abhayahastam or for the Padukas. And you know what is Mahatma Deshika saying? Better go for the divine feet. Because Paduka Devi herself, with her utmost Pativrata Bhavam, is having the divine feet on her head. Therefore, it is better for us to go for his feet rather than the Abhayahastam. In spite of moksham being so easily available to all of us, it is sad that we don't pay serious attention to attaining salvation. That is the pity. Both Bhagavan's Abhayahastam can give us moksham, the divine feet can give us moksham. But unfortunately, people have forgotten to ask for moksham and are only worried about material benefits. Because that is where Maya is very powerful. That's why Krishna says, Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mamaya Durachaya Mame Vaye Prapadyante Maya Metam Tarantite. In spite of Krishna saying, come and do Sharanagati, then only you will overcome Maya. People follow various philosophies and say we are trying to overcome Maya. If there are other ways that can help us to overcome Maya, why should Krishna say Mam Eva E Prapatyante? You know the meaning of Eva Shabdam. Only through Sharanagati. That is the reason why Mahatma Bhagavad Ramanujacharya declares it. If anybody is thinking that they can achieve moksha by other means, forget about it. It is not possible. Other than prapatti, it is not possible at all. Even if we take 1,000,000,000 births. Tat praptaye cha tat padambujadvaya prapatti ranyaname kalpakoti sastrenapi sadhanamastiti manvanaha. When great Acharya said that other than Sharanagati, if somebody is thinking of attaining moksha by other methods, forget about one life. Even if we take 1,000,000,000 lives, it is impossible. Kalpa koti sahasrenapi sadhanamastiti manvanaha. When there is a guarantee of attaining Sharanagati, salvation through Sharanagati, why go for anything else? If somebody wants to find their own way to attain salvation, is that agreeable to Lord Krishna? Bhagavan Krishna specifically said, Yajyadacharate Shrestha Tatadeve Tarojana Sayat Pramanam Kurate Lokasadanvartate. You better follow Mahatmas, the footsteps of Mahatmas, and find how they attained salvation. You also follow the same path. You will be guaranteed salvation. Bharata Shvasaneshu Pada Shabdam Vasudha Shrotra Samudbhavu Munindraha Patati Tvayi Paduke Tatastvam Niyatam Rama Padad Abhinna Bhuma. The Rama Padukas are so powerful. Mahatma Bharata has shown us how to surrender to the Padukas. Bharatashvasaneshu Padashabdam. He Paduka Devi, the first and the foremost of all the poets, Adi Kavi, Valmiki Maharshi, he talked about the sound from the feet of the Supreme Lord Sri Rama while trying to console Bharata. Therefore, Paduka Devi, you glorify. Your glory is not different from that of Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra's feet. And that is absolutely true. The glory and majesty of the lotus feet of Bhagavan Sriman Narayana is not different from the glory or the majesty of his golden Manipadukas that he is wearing. Both are one and the same. They both are one and the same. If the divine feet of the Supreme Lord are great, Paduka Devi, who is always there at the feet of the Supreme Lord, Bhagavan Sriman Narayana, is equally great. There is no difference in the greatness of Bhagavan's feet and Bhagavan's Padukas. Bharata wanted to take Rama back to Ayodhya. But Bharata could not convince Rama. Rama gave the Padukas. Bharata happily returned to Ayodhya. The one who wanted to be at the feet of Lord Rama, namely Bharata, ended up to be at the Padukas of Bhagavan Rama. From one perspective, Bharata was disappointed that he could not convince Rama to return to Ayodhya. From the other perspective, Bharata is the most fortunate one to be entrusted with the Padukas of Lord Rama. Nyasam, the whole kingdom is there kept for safe custody under the protection of Bharata. Is Bharata disappointed? In a way, yes, because he could not take Rama back to Ayodhya. But did he lose anything in not getting Rama? No, he did not lose. He gained much more because he got the Padukas of Bhagavan Sriman Narayana, Bhagavan Sri Rama. The worship of Padukas is way superior compared to Bhagavan's presence. Bharata Ashwasaneshu Pada Shabdam Vasudha Shrotra Samadbhavo Munindraha. Valmiki came out of a snake pit. The snake pits are considered to be the ears of Bhudevi. Just as we have the 2 ears protruding from our head, protruding outside from our head, the same way the snake pits that are protruding from Mother Earth are like the ears. That's why Mahatma Deshika compares Goda Devi and Mahatma Valmiki, as both of them are like brother and sister. Goda Devi came from Mother Earth. Valmiki Maharshi also came from the snake pit. Paduka Devi, when we worship her, we are sure to attain salvation, because the first and the foremost one to talk to us about salvation is Adikavi Valmiki, where he makes Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra declare that just to do Sharanagati once and only once, Sakrut Eva only once. What all we do in Sharanagati is one line, wholeheartedly saying one line. What is that one line? Tava asmi iti yachate. Begging that I am yours, Rama. That's all. That is Sharanagati. And that one sentence has so much of power to convince Bhagavan Rama to wipe out all the sins waiting for us for the next million births in the form of Sanchita Karma and to bless us with salvation. So Adikavi Valmiki did a greatest favor for us by declaring for the first time in written form Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra will grant absolute protection to anyone and everyone who does Sharanagati at his feet. And that too, that Sharanagati to be done only once. And that is enough for Bhagavan. Many people say we did Sharanagati, but we are not able to follow, our mind is very, very fickle, etc. Are we still qualified to attain salvation? Yes. Why? Great acharyas have said if you had focus just for that 1 second, when you were actually doing Sharanagati, namely Tava Asmi Iti Yachate, when you repeat that verse, Rama, I am yours. I beg you to accept me as your servant. The minute we do that as Sharanagati, at that particular time, that for that 1 second, if we have sincerity, our Acharya said that is enough for Rama. That doesn't mean that afterwards we can behave in a nasty way, not that. Unfortunately, even if we are different after Sharanagati, of course, as long as it is not violating the principles of Sharanagati by indulging in Anyadevata Aradhanas and Bhagavata Pacharams. If we have honesty and sincerity and dedication and focus only for that 1 second when we repeated Tavasmiti Chayachate, that's enough. We should all be so thankful to Mahatma Valmiki for bringing out this concept of Sharanagati. In the very first Kavyam, Adi Kavyam, therefore, if somebody is glorifying Bhagavan's feet, it is as good as they are glorifying Paduka Devi. If somebody is glorifying Paduka Devi, it is as good as they are glorifying the feet of Bhagavan. Amma, just 1 second, Amma, just 1 second. Naren, Amma. I'm back. I hope you all know today is Sudarshana Jayanti, so they're just asking, can I go upstairs for the Sudarshana Thirumanjaram? We'll stop here and then if you have questions or anything, please feel free, Amma. Amma, anyone if you have any quick question, Amma? Hello, are you there, Amma? Could you listen? Could you hear me?
Yes.
Amma, any questions, Amma?
I didn't see. I don't Swamiji. Just give me a brief description about the Sudarshana Swamiji. Just 5 minutes for the Mahatma Sudarshana.
Please remember the entire energy of Bhagavan Sriman Narayana is there appearing as Sudarshana. When we have Sudarshana on our shoulders, as per Yamadharmaraja's Niyamanam, his servants, Yamadutas, dare not approach a person who did Sharanagati. The minute they see Shankachakras on your shoulders, the messengers of the god of death will do Namaskaram. Will do Namaskaram to the devotees and go back. That people who did Samasrayanam and Sharanagati will never go to hell. And always it is Sudarshana who did everything that is Bhagavan's job. He became the 2 teeth of Varaha on which Bhagavan lifted Mother Earth. He became the nails of Lord Narasimha to kill Hiranyakashipu. He became the Darbha in the hands of Vamana to punish Shukracharya. He became the axe in the hands of Parashurama. He became the arrow in the hands of Lord Rama. And Sudarshana directly appeared in the hands of Lord Krishna. When Durvasa offended Ambarisha, Sudarshana protected Ambarisha. Neither Brahma nor Shankara, nobody could help Durvasa when Sudarshana was chasing him. When Sudarshana came to protect Gajendra, the Gandharva who became a crocodile, had no chance of living when Sudarshana comes to kill him. When Bhagavan did the Chakra Prayogam, Sudarshana Chakra Prayogam, he may be a great hero, Shishupala could not protect himself. Bharat Chakravarti's son Banasura may be a great hero. He might have been endowed with 1,000 hands. But when Bhagavan did Chakra Prayogam, Banasura's 1,000 hands is no match, or 1,000 weapons is no match for Sudarshana. When Bhagavan became Mohini, the tricks played by Rakshasas, Rahu and Ketu did not work. And Mohini Devi used the Sudarshana Chakram to kill Rahu and Ketu. to cut off the heads of Rahu and Ketu. Sudarshan Chakra did the job of Lord Krishna in eliminating Paundraka Vasudeva. Sudarshan Chakra did the job of Lord Krishna in cutting off the head of Narakasura. Sudarshan Chakra cut off the head of Mura. That's why it's called Murari. So many ways. That's why they say Parayantra, Tantra, Aushadhastra, Shastrani, Samara, Samara, Mruchor, Moche, Moche. Be fortunate to do Sharanagati. Be fortunate to have Sudarshana on your shoulders. Sudarshana will give you protection. Sri Vijayavalli Samhita Sri Sudarshana Parabrahmane Namaha. Naren Narenaya.
Jai Shri Krishna.